the south coast of England, fire crews tackling a large blaze on Eastbourne Pier. And thick black smoke has been seen pouring from the building. The roof is almost entirely engulfed in flames. East Sussex Fire and Rescue Service said the fire is thought to have started in a games arcade, they say. Around 60 firefighters at the scene. Not known yet whether anyone has been hurt. Certainly the reports earlier suggested that no one had been hurt, but maybe it's a little early to come to firm conclusions about that. We've been trying to talk to some people who've been witnessing what's going on. Vinnie Swatridge works at a hotel nearby and was at the scene, and this is what he had to say.
Out of the window at the moment, we can see flames leaping fairly high into the sky. There's at least a dozen fire appliances and emergency services on scene at the moment. The guys, the firefighters are dealing with it as good as they can. They've got fire hoses all over the place at the moment. And, you know, it's just a really bad sight at the moment.
That was Vinnie Swatridge, who works at a hotel nearby. We are getting more images in, and there we have them. They're quite dramatic, aren't they? But it does show the scale of the damage on this this historic building, this historic structure. Has been a prime feature of the south coast of England for several decades. Eastbourne Pier, very badly damaged there. And we were telling you earlier, the report suggesting that the fire started somehow in a games arcade. We don't have any more detail on how it started. But we are hoping, of course, that those initial reports that no one's been hurt actually are true. But at the moment, we know that dozens of firefighters are there, at least 60, and obviously it's been evacuated. There's no one there at the moment. Some reports I'm now getting about a fire starting behind some wood panelling in the games arcade itself. But as we can see, it's a blaze right on the coastal fringe there, because the extreme end of the pier seems to be unaffected, but it is very, very badly damaged, and the roof itself has pretty much disappeared. Of course, it's not the first time we've seen piers like this on fire. We've been reminded of Brighton back in 2003, the West Pier in Brighton, which suffered terrible damage, and Hastings Pier as well, just 4 years ago in 2010, was almost entirely destroyed there by fires. As we see these images, let me just tell you as well that Councillor Philip Eade from Eastbourne Borough Council says that it looks pretty drastic from where he is. He's been watching it for some time. Lots of smoke, he said, flames engulfing the first section of the pier, as I was suggesting there, and of course we can see it very clearly on that image. Lovely blue skies, aren't there? Great clarity, but you can see there the fire's all concentrated in the first section of the pier. And he was saying on behalf of Eastbourne Borough Council, we pray the fire brigade can save as much of the building as possible, and of course that's understandable, really. The pier, I'm told, was built in the 1870s, so it's well over a century old, and there's a number of cafes on it, bars and nightclub along the pier itself. And it's been, of course, a very, very popular feature of Eastbourne itself. The Lib Dem MP for Eastbourne is Stephen Lloyd, and he works near the pier itself as an office there, and he's been telling us what he's been seeing.
My office is only a couple hundred yards away, and I was just working doing some casework when someone poked their head round the door to say the pier was on fire. I read this, my guess was about 3:30, something like that. When I went over, you could see a little bit of flames coming through the roof at the front part in the arcade, but there was obviously something very flammable in the roof, because in the following 20-30 minutes it just turned into an absolute conflagration. I mean, the firefighters are there, the police, I've spoken with the chief inspector. As far as I know, there are no injuries, no fatalities at the minute, but clearly this is a real blow, and it couldn't come at a worse time, frankly, as we go into summer season. So really very, very frustrating and upsetting for Eastbourne.
Local Lib Dem MP Stephen Lloyd.
I'm just going outside to show I live right near where the fire's going on. I don't know if you can see that on screen. If you can see the smoke, that's the fire. There's a helicopter up there, it might be going to rescue. But the smoke up there is from the pier burning in Eastbourne. on the coast of England. Fatal. This has been an attraction for years, and everyone around us is really sad. I mean, I live right by the sea. This is one of the biggest attractions there. To see it going up in flames is pretty sad. That's enough from Sketching Sprite today.